Put your hands on your knees. And we're going to close our eyes and we're going to settle into our seats this morning. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out with a sigh. Let's try it again. Eyes closed, a big breath in through your nose and let it out with a great big sigh. And one last time, a big breath in, hold it as long as you can, and blow it out. Now keeping your eyes closed, hands rested on your legs. Observe your breathing this morning. Can you feel your heart beating? Keeping the eyes closed, start to move yourself around in circles. Tiny circles to start with, and then see if they can become larger. Change direction of the circles whenever it feels right to you. Try to keep your eyes closed, and the reason why you want to do that is you're closing off the world through your sight, and you're trying to bring all your awareness to what you are feeling, how your hips are feeling, moving on the floor. Feel them move as you're rolling around. They probably feel a little stiff from sleeping. The back is a little tight. That's okay. That means you're part of being the human race. All animals feel this way when we sleep and get up. So just let it be and breathe and observe it. Notice it may be loosening up a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, maybe a whole lot. How's the shoulders feeling in the neck? A little tight and sore? Or are they starting to loosen up? Now let's just gently move into the rhythm of the elephant, where we're leaning in front of our hips. And you're swaying gently from side to side. Breathing deep to one side. Exhaling out to the other side. Let the lower back soften. Allow each breath to be full and deep. Maybe pausing at the very top of the breath. Maybe pausing at the bottom of the breath. Play with it. Now it doesn't matter which side you're at. Put your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath, and on your own exhale, gently bow just to where it feels comfortable. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck be soft. Let it release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head gently, yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up. Place your hands on both of the legs. Exhale here. Take a deep breath in and let it out with another sound. Turn to the other side. Breathe in and gently bow just to where it feels comfortable. As you press that opposite hip to the floor, let your shoulders both relax. Let your head hang down. Let your neck be soft. Let your neck release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up. Hands on both of the legs. Exhale here. Now take a deep breath in and draw your shoulders gently up. Exhale, pull them back and down. One more time. Inhale, take the shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Lengthen the spine, and on your own exhale, gently bow to where it feels comfortable to you. Let your head hang. Let the shoulders relax. Let your neck be soft. Let it release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Please take this moment to balance your breath with the mind and the body. With a deep breath in, please rise back up. Place the backs of your hands together and lift them to the heart. Take a deep breath in, open your arms out, expand. Exhale, let your hands meet. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. And when you exhale, please take the hands to the heart. Namaste. Release your hands. Gently roll both shoulders. Now don't just roll them up, back, and down. Take them both up and bring them forward. Roll them that way. In fact, do them one at a time. Up, back, and down, and go the opposite way. Loosen it up. Go to the other one. Loosen it up. Even if it's really stiff, do what you can. Then bring both shoulders to your ears and just let them fall. One more time. Inhale, pull them up. Now put one hand on your shoulder, elbow out to the side. Let's get circles in that. Go one way with your circles. Then change the direction and go the other way with your circles. Are you breathing? Now bring the elbow forward, release the hand down. Let's get the other side. Hand on your shoulder. Now rotate the elbow out. Do circles in them. Go one way. They could be teeny circles. They could be huge circles. Any movement that you can. Breathe. Then we're going to bring the elbow forward and then drop the hand down. Now we're going to, setting up tall, we're going to drop our right ear towards the shoulder. Take your left hand out on the floor, move it back just enough. Open your eyes, look out the left side of your eye, lift the chin with your gaze. Take a deep breath and go. Slow and gentle. Rotate your nose, look down at your right knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath, relax your neck and shoulders, let it hang. Little yeses with your chin. Sometimes your neck will adjust when you're doing that. Now bring your left hand back to the knee, tuck your chin deep into your chest, little nose. Bring both shoulders to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders back and down. Setting up tall, gently drop your left ear towards the shoulder. Right hand goes out on the floor. Move it back just enough. open your eyes. Look out the right side of your eye up to the ceiling. Lift your chin with the gaze. Take a deep breath and go. Slow and gentle. Rotate your nose. Look down at your left knee. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath. Gently shake your head, yes. And then bring your right hand back to your knee. Tuck your chin into your chest. Little nose. Bring both shoulders up to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax your shoulders back and down. Now we're going to come on to our hands and knees any way you want. And remember, if you're modifying to a chair, you're standing up using the seat of the chair as the floor under your hands. So we're going to relax the feet if you're on your knees. Elbows are nice and straight. We're going to go into cat pose, puffing the spine up to the ceiling and gently moving into cow pose. Now just move a couple of times into cat and flow it to cow. And then we're going to play with it a little more. Now the next time you have cow pose, naturally hold your cow. Don't look up any higher than your neck feels good. A few of you need to let your head hang, but keep the back bent. Arms are straight. Are you breathing deep? Relax your butt muscles. Now, on your next exhale, round it and tuck it. Flow it into cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Breathe into it this way and flow from head to tail. Just a few times. Now the next time you have your cat rounding, hold your cat, pull your tummy in, shake your head a little bit. Keep breathing. Relax your butt muscles. You have to tell yourself. I still have to tell myself. Now press it low to the heels. Reach your arms long out to the front. Elbows are off the floor. Remember, if you're modifying, you're standing up. Your hands are on the floor. The arms are straight and your head is hanging. You walk back and your legs are straight. You can even practice bending your knees a little bit and stretching deeper into it if you're standing. One more deep breath here, kids. And with an inhale, lift all the way back up. Walk your way a little bit to the left, not very far. Elbows are straight. Let's flow from the cat pose. Move it into cow. Just a couple of times. Flow from head to tail. You can breathe any way you choose. Keep the butt muscles relaxed so that your sacrum can actually get movement. The tailbone can be moved. Now the next time you have cat rounding, hold it. Shake your head just a little bit. Press your hips low. Reach the arms long out to the left side. Elbows are off the floor. Your head drops between the arms and you're going to breathe there. Now if you want it, take the right hand and put it on top of the left hand. Twist that right side body to the middle. Maybe some of you like to twist it both ways. It feels good too. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. We're playing. Inhale. Lift all the way back up. Walk your way to the left side. Hands under the shoulders. Elbows are straight. Let's go from cat pose and move it to cow. Flow back and forth from head to tail. Keep the arms straight, or you could be on your elbows for goodness sakes. Modify these poses. Just a couple more times. It feels different on each side. Now, the next time you have cat rounding, hold the cat. Pull the tummy in. Let the head hang. Shake your head a bit. And then press the hips low to the heels. Reach the arms out long to the right side. Elbows off the floor. Drop your head. Whether you're standing or on the floor, let the head go. Now put that left hand on top of the right hand if it feels good. If that feels good, twist. Twist to the center, left side. Twisting both ways feels good too. Helps get the cobwebs out of your lungs. Inhale, lift all the way back up. And yes, yoga is a cleanse for everything. Move your hips around for your breathing. It's a cleanse for your internal organs, all of them. So if you need to leave class for a minute, everybody understands. Now we're going to press it back to your child's pose, any child's pose you would like. You could be standing with your arms out and stretching into kind of a standing down dog. Elbows could be on the seat of your chair, resting your head down, and you're kind of in a forward fold. If you're on the floor, you know what to do. Pad yourself any way you want. Arms any way they need to be. Please take this moment. We're working on stretching and releasing the back. This is our primary curve, and we're taking time to relax into it. One more breath. And then you're going to inhale. We're going to lift all the way back up. And now we're all going to meet each other down onto our tummies. So I want you to get your blankets and your towels ready for you just in case you need them. We're going to work on the neck and shoulders in a passive way. So we're going to lay ourselves down onto our tummy. I hope you didn't eat pancakes this morning. Put one cheek down onto the mat and let your arms just rest out on the sides. Have your elbows bent. And you're going to breathe here. 2, 3 really deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Relax your heels out. No tight, nothing tight. I want you to feel the rise and fall of the breath. Now, if your neck is really hurting, that's where I want you to use that folded towel. Maybe that's not high enough and you need the blanket, but don't ball it up. Have it flatly folded. You don't want it in a big ball. Now, after that last breath and you observed it, hopefully your neck stretched this way, your shoulders relaxed. You're going to turn your head to the other side. And you're going to do the same thing and go, holy cow, this feels different. Either it's easier or it feels tighter. And just breathe. 2, 3 deep breaths. Feeling the deep rise of your body on the inhalation and the settling and the releasing on the exhalation. Feel that. How gentle, how passive. Now, all we're going to do is bring our cheek to the opposite side. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows pointed up to the ceiling. So you want your elbows tight to the body, not out wide. I want your chicken wings tight to you. Make sure the heels of your hands are down enough so the elbows are pointing up, not out towards your hips. Have them pointing upward. Now all you're going to do is gentle rolling of the shoulders. And if you want to, you could do one shoulder, keeping the head flat on the floor, And don't turn your head yet, and then do the other shoulder. Maybe it's tight. Maybe you just want to roll them both together. Please do what feels right to you. And if this is excruciating, stop doing it. Now we're going to turn the head to the other side. We're going to do exactly the same thing. If you want to do one shoulder at a time, go right ahead. You want to roll them the other way. If they feel that loosey-goosey, you could. They will get that way if you do this enough. Now we're going to put our arms down by our side. The palms of your hands are turned up. Take 2 deep breaths here. One more. Turn the head to the other side. I hope you feel that the neck is loosening. 2 deep breaths here. Now, only if it feels good, please come up on your elbows. If this hurts your lower back, please come back down onto your tummy and let your head rest on your hands, forehead on your hands. Neutral spot for shoulders and neck. If this feels all right to you, if you're having a neck or shoulder issue, get a pillow or a yoga block between your hands, or go ahead and roll up your blanket or your towel and put it in between your hands and let your forehead rest on it. This is for the lower back, not the neck and shoulders, so make sure your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Make sure your elbows are under the shoulders, and to make sure they're there, you can just come back with your hands and make sure you can touch your elbows with each one of your hands, and then go back to putting something between your hands so your forehead, not your nose, your forehead can rest, because you want to be able to breathe. You don't want to suffocate here. You don't have to use a yoga block. You could use a cushy pillow. Shoulders relax, butt muscles relax. If you're feeling tightness in the back, take the legs out wider. Again, if it's too tight, come back down, elbows out wide, hands stacked, and forehead is rested. Now, 2 deep breaths here, really conscious, maybe 3 breaths. Inhale, feel the rise of the body. Feel how it fills up, and then exhale, let it go. Oh, let it melt. Let your kidneys release. Let everything go. Let yourself melt. Enjoy that. And then inhale and fill the whole body. Feel that rise. And then exhale, let it go. Let it release. Oh. Now we're all going to lower ourselves down. One cheek back on the yoga mat. If you need that flat towel under your cheek, it's there. Arms by your side, palms up. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to crisscross your ankles just a few times. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then you're going to turn your head to the other side. Keep those heels up and rock them from side to side. Windshield wipers. Now we're going to drop our feet down to the floor. We're going to place our hands underneath our shoulders, and we're going to give ourselves a child's pose. If you want to, please lay onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. You do not have to do child's pose on your knees this way. You can modify it. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths. We are going to set up and do a couple of setting twists and stretching a little bit, setting up, but then we're going to come back onto the floor again. We're not standing up today. Now, when you're ready, let's meet on our bottoms. Sit down on your tuchus. You can put a blanket, a pillow under your hips, If you are sitting back like this, you need the prop so it's comfortable and easy to set up. So that little neck thing that we did, it is so simple. That is truly dental floss for the neck. Most of you know I had a car accident last week or so, and I'm telling you, if I didn't do that, I really think I'd have some serious neck issues right now. That simple breathing, turning your head to each side, arms in different positions, it changes everything in neck and shoulders. This passive stuff truly works. It's dental floss. So let's take, with that being said, we're going to take our left leg, cross it over our right. I think most of us all feel comfortable with that leg crossed over, but if you don't, the foot can go to the inside of the right leg. We're keeping our right toes relaxed. Roll the shoulders, make sure you're setting up straight, and if you can't find that setting up straight, get the pillow underneath your hips. We're going to take our right hand, hold the knee, or we're going to hug the knee. We're going to turn our bodies, move your body parts out of the way. Nobody's looking, move them out of the way. Look to the left side, have your body parts pointing to the left side as best you can. Hold it and keep breathing. Now just for grins and giggles, turn the right toes up, press through the heel of your foot. Hold that and feel your chest opening. Your hands are either holding each other or your both hands are holding that left knee up to the ceiling. Point those right toes up. Breathe here. I want you to get used to twisting without leaning the hand back. I watch so many people in yoga, they're leaning back and they're missing this twist. Don't twist any further than you're comfortable. Now keep pulling that left knee to the right side. Relax your right toes. Put your left hand at your collarbone. You're going to use the elbow to point your way into the left side. Unfold the left arm and spread your left hand wide. Pointing the palm, the left palm to the left side, you're going to look into that left hand if you can, or simply look to the left into the middle. Take another breath. Now turn the palm of your left hand down to the floor, teacup fingers or flat hand. Remember, that hand is just to hold you into the twist. It's not there to support you. Your setting up is supporting you. You're looking over the left shoulder if it feels good. You're looking out to the left side if that's better. But we're all pulling that left knee to the right side. Now slowly stretch through your neck. Look over your right shoulder. If this is hurting your shoulder or neck, you're simply holding the knee. Are you breathing? Now we're going to unwind the pose. We're going to engage the right foot again. Spread the toes wide, press through the heel of your right foot. And I forgot to tell you, if that leg is hurting, remember you can use that full rolled up towel under the right knee. Right hand back behind you. Flat hand, keep teacup fingers, what's more comfortable. But we're not pressing down into that right hand. We're setting up straight. The left arm goes to the inside of the left leg. Spread your left hand wide. The arm stays straight, shoulder to fingertips. We're going to press into that knee. The left arm presses into the knee presses back, pressing through the right heel of your foot. You're going to gently look over your right shoulder. I prefer flat hand in this pose, but certainly you could be teacup fingers. Are you breathing? Keeping all the muscles engaged like this, you're going to slowly turn your head. Look to your left hand, reaching to your right toes. If it feels good, you could look further to the left side. Don't do it if it doesn't feel good. And then unwind, come back to the middle. We're going to pick your foot up, rock the baby. Rock the baby in your elbow if you want to. Hug it tight. If you're feeling good this morning, put that baby over your shoulder and burp it. Now we're going to take our left foot, put it to the inside of your right thigh. You're going to bend your right knee. Put your hands on each side of your right leg. Your belly and thighs are resting to each other. You're going to look at your foot or look at the ankle there so that your chin is slightly tucked. We're pulling that extra curvature out of your neck. Your belly and thighs are touching each other and you're breathing. You're lengthening your collarbones towards your right foot, feeling that tension in the leg. Maybe your leg is straight, but your belly is to your thigh. We're lengthening out. Take another breath. And then bow. Let your head go. Let the shoulders relax. Feel the difference in your entire body as opposed to engaging the muscles and then relaxing. Even relaxing through your toes. Take another 2 deep breaths in your one-legged forward fold. Remember, you can have a pillow or a prop under your left knee if your hip is hurting. You certainly don't have to have the knee bent. The leg could be out to the side if you're having knee issues. Now, after that last breath, you're going to gently lift all the way up. Use your hand underneath the knee, pick that leg up, and slide it out. Sit back in the hammock and work your ankles. Go one way, go the other way. Separate your feet and go the circles going one way, then the other way. Flex and point, flex and point. Now let's get the other side. Take that right foot, cross it over the left leg if you can. The left hand holds the knee or it hugs the knee. Now adjust all your body parts so that you're turned to the right side. You may not go very far. Some of you go crazy deep into it. Now we're going to engage your left foot. Notice how that changes the pose. Spread the toes out wide. Breathe there. Feel that twist. Pull that right knee to the left side. Now we're going to relax the left toes. Right hand goes on your collarbones. You're going to point your right elbow out to the right. You're going to reach that right arm out, unfold it. Spread your right hand. Try to look into the palm of your right hand. Reach back. Are you breathing? Turn the palm of your hand to the floor. Flat hand or teacup finger, elbow out of your ear, and pull that right knee to the left side. You're either looking to the right side or behind you to the right. Keep your twist. Slowly turn your head. Look to the left side. Opening your chest to the right side, pulling your right knee to the left, and then you're going to gently come back to the center. Pick your foot up in your hand or your elbow. Rock that baby. Rock it out. Burp it if you need to. Now we're going to set the foot to the inner thigh. If you need to have that rolled up towel underneath your left knee, put it there. Blanket underneath that right hip, that's great too. Hands on each side of your left leg. You're going to look at your ankle so that you tuck your chin slightly and we're taking the over curvature out of your neck. Belly to thigh. Doesn't matter how much your knee is bent to get belly to the thigh. Get it there so that you're breathing. Your hands are resting on the floor next to the leg. You're not pulling yourself into it. You're lengthening, breathing, looking out at your foot, pulling the collarbones to your foot. One more deep breath, kids. And then on your exhale, let your head hang. Let the shoulders relax. Breathe out your back rib cage. Let it all relax. Let it soften. Let it release. Feel the difference of engaging the muscles and then releasing into them. It does all different things. They're all perfect. Now be very gentle, slow about lifting yourself all the way back up. Slide the right hand underneath your knee, lift the leg up and slide it out. Sit back in your hammock, work your ankles around. Now let's get into your hips and knees a little more. So bend your knees, put your feet wide apart, get them wide apart. Drop both of the knees down. Now, they don't have to touch the floor, and for goodness sakes, you can put pillows underneath them or let them both hang down. We're not keeping one knee up right now. Try to square your hips and shoulders to the front of your mat or to the front there. Inhale, bring your knees up and drop them to the other side. Breathe. Bring it back up and take it to the first side. And then to the second side. Hopefully it's a lot looser. Now both knees come up. Press one knee down, have one knee up, and press that knee slightly inward. Let's go to the other side. Press the knee pointing up slightly inward. And one last time to the first side. Please do this every morning. This sets the tone for how your hips work all day long. Dental floss, kids. Bring the knee up, walk your feet and your knees in together. We're going to meet on our backs. Please make sure you have your yoga strap. If you need, you can have a folded blanket, not a balled up blanket. I know a lot of you like to roll them up tight and stick them behind your head. If you're going to be using a blanket or a towel, it must be folded flat, please. Now, we're going to lay down onto the floor. Make sure your hips are into the center of the mat so you're well positioned and your head is flat on the floor. Your knees are bent. Make sure you lift your hips up just a tiny bit. Wiggle them to soften them up. And if it hurts your hips to keep the knees up, you take the feet out a little wider and let your knees rest in. We're not going to use our arms or our legs. We're specifically working on your neck. Now, if your chin is pointing upward and this is natural, this is where you need the folded up towel or blanket so that it levels your chin. You don't want the chin tucked in. You want it level to the floor, okay, not pointing upward. So flat on the floor or flat on a folded up prop. We've done this several times, but this is a real important one. Your nose is pointing to the ceiling. This will always be an inhale. We're going to alternate exhaling, tucking the chin down. Hold it, keep breathing. If you have a hair lolly behind your neck, you might want to take that out so that you can really get your neck stretched. Are you breathing? Feel that stretch in your cervical spine? Now relax your neck. It's an inhale. On your next exhale, tilt your chin slightly up. Don't over exaggerate it unless it feels good. Take a couple of breaths there. Now we're going to synchronize the breath with the movement. So inhale will always be to the center, relaxing your neck. Exhale, tuck your chin down. Inhale, nose to the center. Exhale, tilt your chin up. Inhale, nose to the center, neck is relaxed. Exhale, tuck it down. Inhale, nose to the center. Exhale, tilt it up. Breathe as slow as you can. Inhale, nose to the center. Hold the breath. Exhale, hold the breath out. Tuck it down. Inhale, nose to the center. Exhale, tilt it up. Hold it out. Hold that breath out. And then inhale deeply. Relax your neck. Exhale, tuck it down. Do this on your own. Slow. Be very slow about it. Hold the breath as long as you can on the exhale and on the inhale. Inhale is always to the center. Neck is completely relaxed. Just a couple more time, kids. Again, dental floss. How simple is this? And sometimes when you first start this, you think, how confusing. It really isn't. Every exhale is either tucking down or tilting up. Every inhale is a relax to the center. Now, the next time you have your chin tucked into your chest, naturally, don't force it. Hold it, keep breathing. Then relax your neck. Please turn your head to one side. Open your mouth as wide as you can. We're going to do lion's roar. Stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth and gently shake your head yes to the side there. Inhale, bring your nose to center. Exhale, turn your head to the other side. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth and gently shake your head yes. Inhale, bring your nose to center. One more time. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out. Go. Close the mouth. Open your arms out wide. Spread your fingers. And then bring your elbows crossing each other. Pay attention to what elbows on top, what elbows on bottom. Hug yourself. Grab your scapula. Tuck your chin. Rock yourself a little bit on the floor. Nothing's lifting up. It's a rolling on the floor with your shoulders. Now on an inhale, open your arms out really wide. We're going to cross the elbows the opposite way. Only you know which way they were. Then grab your scapulas, pull them forward, tuck your chin, and rock them gently on the floor. Spread across the back of the shoulders, and then open your arms out wide. Take a deep breath and go. Stretch your left leg out long on your yoga mat. Hug your right knee into your chest behind your knee. Turn all your toes to your ceiling. Lift your left leg up off the floor. If your neck feels good, pulling your tummy into your spine, bring your nose to your right knee. Reach your left arm over your left thigh if it feels good or next to it. One more breath, kids, and then drop it to the floor. Please grab your strap and put it around your right foot. And once you have it around your right foot, stretch the hamstring. Stretch that right leg up to the ceiling. Breathe into the back of that leg. Shoulders relax. Now, we're going to take that right arm. We're going to have the strap. Let the left arm rest out anywhere to the side, comfortable. Let the right leg rest out to the right side as much or as little as needed. Maybe you rest it on furniture or you prop it. If your neck is feeling good, you're going to look straight up to the ceiling. If it feels better, you're going to look over your left shoulder. What feels good to you? Maybe you need to look over your right shoulder because it feels better. Take another breath there. Now we're going to get circles in your hips. So bring your right leg up to the ceiling and out to the right side. Great big circles. Go one way around several times before you go to the other way around several times. You may hear lots of popping and crunching. That's okay. Now bring your right leg back to the center. Both hands grab your yoga strap. Pull that leg. Feel the calf muscles, the hamstrings. Maybe your leg is way out here. That's perfectly fine. Take another breath there, stretching the leg. Now the left hand's going to grab your strap. Right arm rests anywhere out comfortable, palm up. Pull your right leg across the body. Look over your right shoulder. You're going to, only if it feels good, you could look up to the ceiling. You could bend your right knee if that's hurting. Take a few deep breaths into that right hip. Let the back of your right shoulder anchor into the floor. If it comes up, you've gone too far. Prop the leg. You can put your leg on furniture. I love working in the living room. I always use the coffee table. You can rest the leg on top of the coffee table, underneath. Oh, it's wonderful. Now bring your leg back to the center. Both hands grab your strap, pull it gently towards you. Now take the strap off your foot. Support the leg with both hands or not. Work your ankle. Go one way around. Go the other way. Now, if you're not feeling good, bend your knee and slide it out. But if you're feeling great, slowly or quickly bring it down. Hollow body. Reach the arms out. Point your toes. Then turn the toes up. Reach out through the fingertips to your heels. Notice that feels different. Maybe press down with each heel one at a time, wiggling one hip. It feels good. Play with it. I'm not kidding. Play with your body. Now you're going to hug your left knee into your chest, behind the left knee. Squeeze the knee off. Turn all the toes up to the ceiling. You're going to lift the right leg up 2 inches. Pull the tummy into the spine. Only if it feels good do you bring your nose to your left knee. If it feels good, reach the right arm over your right thigh. It can be over the thigh or next to it. What gives you more symmetry? Now drop it down to the floor. Take that strap, put it around your left foot. Send that left leg up. Breathe into the back of that left leg. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath and go. Breathe into that leg. Feel the calf. Remember, it may not be up to the ceiling. It may be if you've got an inch or two off the floor. Listen to each leg. Now, left hand's going to have your strap. Right arm rests anywhere out comfortable. Let that left leg rest out to the side. Get those groin muscles. Breathe into it. You can look over your right shoulder if it feels good, straight to the ceiling if that's nice too. If your neck is hurting, maybe you want to look to the left. That might feel good. Now, one more breath, kids. Now bring the left leg up to the ceiling and bring it out to the left side. Get those nice big circles going one way around before you change the direction and go the other way. Just a couple more times. Now bring the leg back to the center. Both hands grab your yoga strap. Drop the left arm out, palm up, and drop your left leg over to the right side. The knee could be bent, you know. Look over your left shoulder if it feels good. Prop it or not. It may be completely different on each side. On an inhale, bring your leg back to center. One more time, pull the strap towards you. And then we're going to take this strap off your foot. Support the leg with both hands, or not. Work just your ankle. Feels different up in the ceiling. Now you can bend your knee or slide the leg out, slowly or quickly bringing it down. How do you want to bring your leg down? Once it rests down, reach your arms out over your head, point your toes, hollow body, and then hug both knees behind your knees into your chest, nose to bent knees. The knees could be wide apart, they could be together. Remember, this is reclined child's pose. Now, let the head and shoulders rest to the floor, feet on the mat. Now, once your feet are on the mat, lift the heels of your feet up, only a 1/16 of an inch. Open them out. Let them rest. Let your hands rest on the floor and adjust your shoulders so they're comfortable. Once they're down, lift your hips up a tiny bit, wiggle them, and settle your hips to the floor. Now, with an inhale, lift your hips up, sweep your arms up over the head and on the floor behind you. Don't grip your butt muscles. And on your exhale, bring your hands and hips down together. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your hips up, sweep your arms up over the head and on the floor behind you. And on the exhale, bring them back down. Hopefully your breathing is very slow especially after we did that breath sequence with your neck. If your arms are hitting something, make sure that it's all pushed away. Let's do it one last time, kids. Inhale, lift your hips up, get your arms up over your head, hold that breath, and then on your exhale, bring it back down. Right side. Inhale, lift your hips up, right arm up, look over your left shoulder. On your exhale, hand and hip down, nose returns to the middle. Inhale, left arm, hips high, look to the right side. Exhale, hand and hip down, nose to the middle. Inhale, right arm, hips high, look to the left. Exhale, hands and hip down, nose to the middle. Inhale, left arm, hips high, look to the right. Exhale, hand and hip down, nose to the middle. Last time to each side. Right side, lift it up, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, hand and hip down, nose to the middle. Last time, left arm, lift it up, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, hand and hip down, nose to the middle. One last time. Inhale, both arms, hips high. Hold it, keep breathing. Don't grip your butt muscles. It will definitely lower your hips. Press down with your feet. Press down with the thighs, not your butt. One more deep breath, kids. And gently bring the arms down, hips down. Let the arms open out wide, palms up. Please take a deep breath in and go. Please roll the knees to the right side and bring your left arm with it so we get ready for scallops. Our knees are to the right. Our arms are stacked over our thighs. We're going to spread the left hand wide. With an inhale, bring your left arm straight up. Look up if you can. And on your own exhale, roll the back down. Your shoulder blade. Get the elbow down, pointing the fingertips to the ceiling. Keep breathing. And then drop your hand to the floor. Now adjust your head by bringing your head to the center. Nose is to the ceiling. Spread your fingers, stretch out your arms, and relax them. Nose points to the ceiling. Lift your head up just a bit. Drop it down. Nose points to the ceiling. Head stays on the floor. Tuck your chin. Keep breathing. Relax it. If it feels good, look over your left shoulder. Spread your fingers, your left hand. Inhale, bring the left arm, bring your back straight up. Look up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your left hand, our right hand. Inhale, left arm straight up, look up, stack those shoulders. Be slow about it. Roll your back down. Get your left shoulder blade. Bend that left elbow till it hits the ground. Left fingers pointing upward, and then drop the hand to the ground. Point your nose to the ceiling, adjust it all. Spread your fingers, reaching out to both sides. And relax it. Fingers are relaxed. Gently look over your left shoulder if it feels good, straight up to the ceiling. Please spread your left hand really wide. Bring the left arm straight up to the ceiling, looking up. Exhale, follow your gaze with the left hand, bringing it down to the right. Inhale, bring that left arm straight up, look up. Roll your back down, your shoulder blade, your elbow, and then the hand. Spreading your arms out wide, nose to the ceiling. Relax your hands, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath and go. Gently turn your head to look to the left if it feels good. Send your left leg out to the right side. Flex your foot, keeping your knees in alignment to each other. With an inhale, lift that left leg up 2 inches. Exhale, relax it down. Inhale, bring that leg up 2 inches. Exhale, relax it down. One more time, bring it up 2 inches. Hold it there, keep breathing. Turn the heel of your foot down to the floor, pointing your toes upward to the ceiling. Breathe there. Now relax your foot, bend the knee again, bring it home to the bottom leg. Now keep the pose, take a cleansing breath. Spread the left hand wide. Inhale, bring the left arm, the back straight up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your right hand. Please roll onto your backs, and before we do the other side, stretch out long. Stretch out from your fingertips to your toenails, hollow body. And then we're going to hug both knees into your chest, hug behind your knees. Release it, and let's roll over to the left side. Make sure your knees are bent, your arms are parallel to your thighs. You're going to spread your right hand wide, and on your inhale, bring it straight up. Now be slow about it. Roll your back down. Bring your right shoulder blade to the floor. Bend your right elbow, let it touch the ground, still breathing, reaching your fingertips up. Then drop the hand to the ground. Point the nose to the ceiling. Lift your head up. Relax your head down. Now, spread your fingers out wide to each side. Relax your shoulders. Gently look over your right shoulder if it feels good. Spread your right hand. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up. Look up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your left hand. Inhale, bring your right arm straight up, reach it up. Roll your back down, your shoulder, get your elbow down, and then the hand to the floor. Pointing your nose to the ceiling, tuck your chin a little bit, relax it. Now just spread your fingers out wide to each side. Relax it. Look over one side or straight to the ceiling and take a deep breath and just go. Engage your muscles. Spread your right hand wide. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up. Look up. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your left hand. Last time. Inhale, bring it straight up. Roll your back down, your shoulder, your elbow, then the hand. Look where it's appropriate for you. Now we're going to go into your right hip, so kick it out to the left side. Right leg to the left side. Knees are in alignment. Flex your foot, and with an inhale, lift the leg up 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up 2 inches. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up 2 inches. Hold it there, keep breathing. Turn the heel of the foot towards the floor, pointing the toes up to the ceiling, and you're going to breathe into that hip. Just another breath, kids. Now relax your foot. Bend the knee, bring it home to the bottom leg. Don't go anywhere. Take a cleansing breath here. Melt. Spread your right hand wide. Inhale, bring your arm, your back straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down to the palm of your left hand. Kids, let's roll onto our backs. We're going to stretch it out. Stretch it out from your fingertips to your toenails. Turn the toes up, heels of the feet to your fingertips. Now relax your toes, and you're just going to move your upper body to the right side a little bit. You're just making a curve with your body. We're not going to go into passing clouds, but if it feels good, take your hands, interlace your hands, reach them out over your head, and maybe right hand would grab left wrist and get a nice side stretch. Turn the toes up to the ceiling and feel that deep in the stretch. Now drop your arms out wide. Relax your toes. Take a breath. Move your upper body to the center. Hug both knees into the chest, round your back, tuck it in, and then stretch it out long again. Reach it out. Point the toes, fingertips to the toes. Turn the toes up, fingertips to the heels. Relax your feet, move your upper body over to the left side. You want to interlace your hands. Shoulders are flat on the floor. It's not twisting. Reach it out to the left side. Maybe left hand would grab right wrist. Turn your toes up. Press through the heels of your feet. Notice that engagement. Now let your arms rest out. Relax your feet. Take another breath. Move your upper body back to the center. Please hug both knees into your chest. Round your back. Only bring your head up if your neck feels good. Let your head and shoulders rest on the floor. Knees together, feet are wide apart. We're in relaxation pose. Arms rest them out. Let your sacrum open. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Relax your shoulders. While you're here, open the arms out wide and give yourself a hug again. Pay attention to what elbows on top. Grab your scapulas forward, tuck your chin, rock your shoulders a bit. Open the arms out. Opposite elbow is on top. Grab your scapulas, pull them forward, tuck your chin, rock your shoulder blades. And then open those arms out. Let them flop out. Point one knee towards the ceiling as you press the opposite knee down. And gently go from side to side. Slow. Extra slow. Maybe one knee presses in while the other knee presses down to the floor. Maybe the other knee just points to the ceiling while the other one presses to the floor. Just a couple more times, kids. I can't believe how fast this time went. I got 10 other poses to give you. Now bring both knees back up. Walk the feet and the knees in together. We're going to hug both knees into your chest. Nose to bent knees, round the back, tuck the chin. And then let your head and your shoulders rest on the floor. With or without your hands, take both knees around in a circle, going one way around several times before you go the other way around. Several times. Breathe. Separate your knees and get those circles in the hips. Remember, you can use your hands too. Make sure you go both ways, setting the tone for how those hips are working for all day long. It's dental floss. We need to do it every day. Now grab your feet. Rock yourself from side to side. Happy baby. Put a smile on your face. Any movement you like. Allow yourself to be free and silly. Then slide the pillow underneath your legs. Slip the legs out over the pillow. Let the arms rest out, palms up. Settle your body in. Adjust yourself any way you'd like. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath for just a moment. Sip a little more breath in and blow it out hard. Take inventory of the body. Is there any discomfort? Is there any dis-ease? Are there any thoughts, emotions that need to leave? Breathe into them. Hold the breath for a moment. Sip a little more breath in, and then blow it out hard. Let that discomfort, the dis-ease, thoughts, emotions, let them leave. Take a deep breath in and let it out with the ah. Take another breath in, the delicious sound. Let's try those two sounds again. Take a deep breath in. One more delicious sound. Notice that vibration left on your lips. Let every cell of your body savor that delicious sensation. Feel every cell of the body coming alive, being plump and pink, shiny and healthy. As you bring your awareness to that ujjayi breath, hearing that breath, taking on the quality of a wind or a wave. Feel and hear that breath deepening. Let it flow from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Let that breath flow from skin deep down to the bones. Let each breath soothe your body. Notice how each breath can relax and release the whole mind. Notice the air flowing through your nose. Can you identify the temperature of it? Cool or warm? Is one side breathing in deeper than the other? Practicing breath regulation. Imagine you can breathe deeply through the left nostril, exhaling deeply out through your right. Feel this circular breathing, breathing in through the left, exhaling through the right. And find that gentle flow, inhaling through left, exhaling through the right. You're breathing in peace, relaxation, serenity. Feeling that flow, inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Let's play with it. Let's exhale through the left and inhale through the right. Inhaling deeply through your right nostril. Exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the right. Exhaling through the left. Find that circular breathing. Breathing in energy, breathing in light. Feeling that flow, breathing in from the right, exhaling through the left. stimulating the body, energizing it, inhaling through the right. And then just let your breath be. Let it be natural. Observe the balance you've created in the body by simply regulating your breath. Now, as you start to bring yourself back, come on back to the room. Wiggle your toes. Please wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your ankles. Wiggle your wrists. Take a nice deep breath in with any extra stretch you'd like. Bring yourself back to the body more fully, more completely. Only when you're ready, draw the knees up. Give yourself a hug and squeeze. It helps bring you back. Roll to the right side. Left side if it feels better. Stay on your side for just a moment till you can come back a little more fully. And when you're ready, come on up. Come on up to any seated position. If you want, you can still lay on the floor. No worries. And once you come up, please just one shoulder. Roll it around a couple of times forwards and backwards. Then bring both shoulders straight up to the ears and just go. Try it one more time. Simply look over to one side, open your mouth as wide as you can, stick your tongue out. Close the mouth, shake your head, yes. Slow. Inhale, nose to center, and exhale to the other side. Open your mouth wide, stick your tongue out and go. Close the mouth, shake your head gently, yes. Bring your nose to center one more time. Open your mouth, use your eyes to look up. Close the mouth, tuck the chin, gentle nose. Gently draw the shoulders up, lift your head back up, relaxing your shoulders down. Please put your hands together and let your hands rest against your heart. So if you've noticed, Om is what we do when we go, ha, That's why Om is universal. It helps relax us. It takes the nervous system down. With that being said, eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.